All right. Welcome back, everyone. Part 2 of our live post here on this wonderful Friday, celebrating Tiger-thon at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Here comes the Caesar and Logan's favorite site in the world. A UTV loaded up with food just for them. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back, I should say. Two familiar faces here. That's caretaker Teresa, and AJ. And we have two of our tigers, two of our largest tiger residents, I should say. There's Mr. Caesar coming down first, and Logan on the other side of Mr. Caesar. Two of our biggest tigers, and I think everyone, if you joined us during Zeke's wellness exam, he clocked in at about 360 pounds. Last time Caesar and Logan were weighed, they're in the 475 pound range. So, I mean, that just really gives you some perspective as to the size of these guys. I know it might be hard to tell over a live post when you're just looking on a screen, but the size of these guys is truly amazing.
The size of their diet kind of varies throughout the year, depending on how warm it is, how cold it is, what these guys need. Oh, at the moment, Mr. Logan is on 9 pounds of food a day.
9 pounds of food a day for
Mr.
Logan.
Caesar is on he's on 8 pounds. Caesar's a little bit heavier than
Okay.
Logan is.
Yeah, I mean 9 pounds of food a day. I guess that kind of puts into perspective. You're talking about feeding out close to 400 pounds, 350 to 400 pounds of food a day. And I mean, with the amount of big cats that we have here at TWS, it sounds like a large number, but then now that I hear that their diets, at some cats are close to 10 pounds, I mean, yeah, that goes fast. And the 400 pounds, you think it's a lot, but it really isn't. Oh, you're so delicate, Mr. Logan. You are.
Not always that way.
Not always, okay. And so what Teresa and AJ right now are doing is what we call cooperative feeding. You've seen us do all kind of different types of feeding here on Live Post. We have the forage feeding. We just have traditional feeding in their inside room where each cat is, shifted into their own individual space where a caretaker can feed each one safely to make sure that they're each getting their individual diet. And then, of course, we have what you're seeing now, which is a cooperative feeding. AJ is kind of assigned himself to Logan and Teresa to Mr. Caesar. And that's one reason we're highlighting this kind of feeding two of our largest cats here for Tiger-thon is because the cost of feeding 100 big cats, tigers included, it adds up fast. And you heard AJ, 400 pounds a day. AJ, you're more of a mathematician than I am. What does that add up to after prepping 7 days of food for these tigers? How many pounds? 2,800 pounds of food a week being fed out here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. It's a pretty incredible amount of food, and of course something that the cats here at the TWS never go without, and that's because of your support here. And right now during Tiger-thon is the best time to have that support go the farthest, when it goes 3 times as far.
Last one, bud.
Thanks for joining us today, Teresa, on a live post. So how are the Tigers of TWS doing, Teresa, during Tiger-thon?
They are good. Of course they're good.
Always.
They're enjoying this cooler weather. Oh, thank you, Caesar. And obviously these two are sure handsome. And they love this cooler weather. They can be really silly during this weather, but this weather is the time where their appetites are usually the highest.
Okay, so they're starting to increase. Oh, you guys chuffing? Are you two brothers chuffing to each other? And Logan is here. We are. He's now that we've finished his feeding. He's now being his particular self, letting us know that this is his expansive habitat. His and his brothers, I should say. And he likes being a little particular with us at times. So we're all familiar with that. Yeah. Well, hey, thank you two for helping me out with this tiger-themed live post during Tigerthon. We got to see AJ doing some food prep for these two on kind of part one of our live post. So I'm going to encourage everyone to go and check out the live post prior to this one, where we got to kind of go through some of the steps that go into caring for our cats in terms of their diet. But for now, AJ, I want to thank you, Mr. Caesar. Thank you, of course. You're inspiring so many to give during this special time at Tigerthon, where your donations are tripled. So, Mr. Caesar, you're certainly one to thank. Of course, Teresa, you're also one to thank for caring for these beautiful tigers and all that you do for them. And then Mr. Logan, who's eyeing us from the corner, as he always does. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I hope everyone has an awesome weekend. The cats here at TWS always do, as we always like to say. But for now, Mr. Caesar, we're going to call that a live post, and I wish everyone well. And again, don't forget, Tigerthon is happening now until next Thursday, October 1st, where your donations are tripled for wonderful cats like this. So thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you on a live post soon.